Alrighty, so you should be taking a look at this worksheet and double checking, make sure that you have all your calculations correct. Just as a reminder, we talked about this earlier, but your atomic number is going to be the same as your number of protons as well as your number of electrons for neutral atoms. When it is neutral, that means the number of protons is the same as my number of electrons, so that they will actually cancel out, and we'll have a neutral atom with a value of 0. So the very first thing you should know is that when I see an atomic number of 3 for lithium, instantly I know that it's 3 for protons, 3 for electrons. When neutrons is blank, I'm going to try to solve for my number of neutrons by taking my mass number and subtracting my number of protons or my atomic number. So 7 minus 3 is going to give me 4. All right, on potassium, my atomic number is not there, but I know that there are 19 protons. So since there's 19 protons, there should also be 19 electrons, and that is my atomic number. Boom. Now to get my mass number, I need to take protons plus neutrons. Remember, we do not add on electrons because electrons have a relative mass of 0. So when I take my 19 plus 20, that's going to give me a value of 39. For hydrogen, my mass number is 1. My number of protons is also 1. So since I have 1 proton, that means I have 1 electron, and my atomic number is also 1. To get neutrons, I'm going to take the mass of 1, subtract my number of protons, which is also 1, and I find out that this one has 0 neutrons. Boron, my atomic number is 5. That means I have 5 protons, 5 electrons. To solve for neutrons, I need to take my mass, which is 11, and subtract 5. In order to do that, I get 6 neutrons. Now you're going to continue that same process for the bottom. So if you look at nitrogen again, atomic number 7, because my protons is 7, electrons are also 7. You can solve for neutrons by taking mass minus protons. So double check those last final ones there at the bottom before we move on. When we go to the back, if you take a look, we have some of our different elements, and hopefully some of these elements you're starting to learn. We have helium, Fe is iron, Al is aluminum, Ca is calcium. At the bottom we have neon, carbon, silicon, and fluorine, not fluoride. All right, so these are written in chemist shorthand. So reminder, with chemist shorthand, we have our element symbol, we have our atomic number down here, and then we have our mass number up top. Remember, our mass number is protons plus neutrons. Our atomic number is the same as protons and electrons. So when I start filling this on in then, for helium, the atomic number is 2, which means my protons and electrons are also 2. My mass number is at the top, which is 4. To calculate neutrons, I'm going to take my mass minus my protons. So 4 minus 2 gives me 2. For iron, I have the same exact thing. Atomic number is on the bottom. So I have 26 for my atomic number, which means I have 26 protons and 26 electrons. My mass is up top, which is 56. To get neutrons, I need to take my mass, 56, minus 26, and you're going to get 30. Okay? All right, aluminum, same deal. 13 on the atomic number, 13 on the number of protons and electrons, and then my mass, very top, 27. To get those neutrons, 27 minus 13 gives me 14. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this for you, but I want you to go ahead, double check it, make sure you are good to go. All right, so there's the rest of them filled in. Go ahead and double check it and make sure you are good to go. Please reach out to either Ms. Tarloff or Ms. Baker for some help if you have questions.